A local delegation has returned home from Toronto after taking part in the Rural Ontario Municipal Association, or ROMA, conference. Members of the group were able to speak with provincial ministers during the three-day event about a number of issues of concern, including the Alstom railcar plant and the local addictions crisis. Vasilios Bellows reports.
It was a busy few days for some city officials at this week's ROMA conference. They were there to lobby the province for important funding and improvements for Thunder Bay. Mayor Ken Boshkov was joined by the chair and vice chair of the Intergovernmental Affairs Committee.
Recognizing that a lot of this stems from mental health issues too, we would like to see some mental health supports in these types of facilities.
Oliver took the opportunity to push one of Thunder Bay's top priorities, calling for funding for a mental health and addictions crisis center in the city. Oliver says that discussions were beneficial, but it's time to take a new approach to this issue.
My recommendation would be that we change tactics and we start going after Ministry of Infrastructure, perhaps Ministry of Health directly, to recognize that this is a healthcare crisis and that there has to be some ownership by the Ministry of Health, and then working collectively with the Ministry of Infrastructure to see if we can have some dollars earmarked for these types of programs.
One of the top priorities pushed by Mayor Boshkov during the conference was a local content requirement for the Alstom plant. It comes as Alstom missed out on a massive $2.3 billion light rail contract less than 2 months ago.
We're asking that the province ensure that there's a final assembly requirement for these large rolling stock purchases, and that maintenance contracts are also not considered as part of that local content requirements.
Funding for some major infrastructure projects in Thunder Bay was also pushed, with Committee Vice Chair Shelby Chung feeling confident with those discussions.
Funding for the Red River Road project. We have a lot of development going on down there, and it's understandable how that this will enhance our community and increase our tax base. The next was the Pool 6 enhancement project, which is Science North, and that was very well received.
Chung also mentioned the push for some event management funding from the province to be used during the 2024 Ontario Winter Games that will be held in Thunder Bay. Vasilios Bellows, TBT News.